we shouldn't be laughing, but yeah.
Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the world of football. We've got Siwan here. Jacob will hopefully be here in the next 5-10 minutes. Hopefully, he's had to go and do something really quickly. This is the latest we have managed to make this film. It is currently about 9 o'clock the day after.
Hopefully this won't be the longest ever video that we've ever done, because considering one of them nearly 3 hours, the other one. The last day after I was on.
That one I had to put into 5 parts because it was so long, and my computer didn't have enough storage. So yeah. The day after, Chelsea beat Manchester United 1-0. Hopefully, you guys would have seen the match day vlog and the fan cams already. We will go through a bit of them in this video. I will share my screen and we'll go a few of them. But Siwan, I saw you after the game. Yeah. Your expressions were just you were just speechless, weren't you?
I just didn't know what to say about it, because it's one of those where it's, you watch the game. The performance was terrible, but this is not the time to speak about performances. And the one thing I've also learned, right, that hasn't really been mentioned is the ability to win the games when it matters the most. Yes, it didn't happen against Newcastle, but you're looking at 4 wins out of 5 when those 4 wins, you had to win those games.
You started
we've had to. Yeah, we've had to start without you.
What I'm trying to say is that this could be crucial in the future. In the future, when you get to a title race scenario where it's because the title race is different to top 4, well, in top 5, where everyone's inconsistent.
Yeah, we've had to do it. We've had to do it.
No, because why you start without me? You haven't had to do it.
Hey, it's 2 minutes in. Allow it.
No, I'm not allowing it. Oh, anyway, so Chelsea versus Man United. So I'm going to go through the game, and that's all.
Right, I already started.
No, you haven't. Attempt, and then Madueke had a left-footed shot from the centre of the box, too high, which was assisted by Cole Palmer with an.
What minute was that in, by the way? 1 minute.
5th.
Okay.
And then there was foul by Moises Caicedo, which probably should have been a yellow card, really. And Bruno Fernandes wins a free kick in the defensive half. Didn't really do much with it. Then there was a delay in the match because of a little Harry Maguire dive, a little cheeky Harry Maguire dive. Not great at all. Always diving. No one likes Harry Maguire. Unless you're into the memes, of course. Then when we continue, on the 12th minute, after 2-3 minutes of diving, Enzo Fernandez wins a free kick in the defensive half. Then there was a foul by Patrick Dorgu. Corner, Man United conceded by Reece James. Then and they did absolutely nothing with that, basically. Then Maguire's caught offside. Then Harry Maguire scored, but it's ruled out offside. It was offside, yeah. And then Mason Mount had a short right-footed from centre box, misses to the right, assisted by Patrick Dorgu. Reece James has the left post with a right-footed shot from outside the box. Moises Caicedo wins a free kick in the defensive half. Then there was a foul by Bruno. A sent block, Cole Palmer left-footed from outside of the box. It was blocked. Corner conceded by Victor Lindelof. Then Tosin missed the header from the centre of the box by a lovely cross from Pedro Neto, I must say. And then the attempt was blocked, unfortunately, by Enzo Fernandez. He had a decent little go. Mazraoui was a foul by Enzo. Then Mazraoui got a free kick in that defensive half. Then fouls by Bruno. Moises Caicedo wins a free kick. Yeah, so there was a lot of, dirtiness in the game, to be honest. Corner conceded by Casemiro. Moises Caicedo shot blocked. Foul by Pedro Neto. More fouls. Luke Shaw wins a free kick. Foul by Enzo. Mason Mount wins a free kick. Absolute Chelsea reject. Tosin wins a free kick in the defensive half. Foul by Rasmus Højlund. Foul by Caicedo. Amad Diallo wins a free kick in the defensive half. Mazraoui wins a free kick in that defensive half as well. Same things. Free kick after free kick. Foul by Cucurella. Delaying the match because of injury by Patrick Dorgu diving. Reece James got injured. We're fine. Then 5 minutes at a time, Palmer left-footed shot outside the box, missed. Right. Then Enzo was offside, corner conceded in half-time. At that point, we were all thinking, not great, should improve, bad defensively, 100%. Not bad defensively, but just not great defensively, like, really. Let's be honest. Defensive, we made a couple of mistakes in the back. He didn't win it.
Before we continue, not
No,
only
then
that,
Harry George was offside. Then
no, this is
Palmer
something very
wins a
important. Right? The other thing that also has to be contextualized is that was also when Villa went 2-0 up in the other game as well.
Yeah,
You have to remember that. That was also why like everyone where everyone was tense as well, I would think.
We weren't tense. I was there. We weren't
No,
tense.
the fans, like
We weren't tense.
because the ones that I've spoken to, they will say like, this is where like.
Oh no! Yeah, the people around me were tense.
No Chelsea fans were tense about that. Trust me about that, mate. Villa or Spurs had no shot against Villa. So obviously that's incorrect. 10 blocked by Reece James. Then Mason Mount.
No.
Centre of the box assisted by
What I mean.
Oilen fans, we weren't tense, mate.
What he means is that the fans were getting tense because Villa were winning and they were about to go above us, and we were going to go into 6th if we don't win. That's what they were getting tense about.
Mate, I was sitting around people and that weren't the case. I mean, it would almost kind of make sense, but not really. Foul by Victor Lindelof. Cucurella wins, and Tottenham's a rival as well. Cucurella wins a free kick on the left. Attempt missed by Bruno Fernandes, right foot shot. Patrick Dorgu free kick, foul by Tyreek George. Dorgu wins a free kick, foul by Neto. No penalty, Chelsea. Obviously was a foul. But anyway. Levi Colwill wins a free kick on that left flank, left wing, whatever you want to call it. Foul by Nuzo Mazraoui. Got a yellow card. I don't think there was enough yellow cards given, to be fair. Then Levi Colwill was offside. He thinks he's back at left back, but if only he was attacking when he was at left back. Amad Diallo went down. Referee deems it simulation, which doesn't really make sense. Well, so basically, I think a dive, got a yellow card for it. To be fair, there was a lot worse stuff people didn't get a yellow card for, but fairs Mason Mount off for Garnacho. The only thing you could hear was Chelsea boos because he's a Chelsea little reject, little snake. Casemiro came off for Manuel Ugarte. Then Reece James in the box. Who's going to get on it? Cucurella, best left back in the world, gets on it. Then a handball guy Ugarte, who wasn't good enough for Chelsea, which is why we didn't sign him. Madueke left-footed shot from the centre, misses. Palmer, Garnacho wins a free kick, foul by Enzo, foul by Dorgu. Neto wins a free kick, Neto misses, Diallo misses. Corner conceded by Robert Sanchez, which is a bit of a classic one, let's be honest. Offside by United. Tyreek George off, Romeo Latvia on, Mainu on, Bruno Fernandes off. Aidan Heaven on, Luke Shaw isn't. And if you don't know who Aidan Heaven is, I mean, I guess you lot would, but if you know a lot of Premier League, but he's a little decent youngster popping up. Corner conceded by Dorgu. Fouled by that Aidan Heaven. Palmer wins a free kick in the attacking half. Fouled by Ugarte. Mark Cucurella wins a free kick left wing. And then Ugarte showing a yellow card for a bad foul. Could have been a red, really. 7 minutes of added time. Neto off. Gusto on. Foul by Aidan Heaven again. Should have probably been his yellow card, let's be honest. Gusto wins a free kick on that right flank. Corner by Chelsea, conceded by Garnacho. And Palmer gets a yellow card, which is obviously not ever nice to see. But it was probably fair enough. Corner Chelsea, conceded by Rasmus Højlund. Kobe Mainu wins a free kick on that right wing. First bit of action he really did for me, to be honest. Foul by Latvia, delay in the match. Delay over. ready to continue. The game ends. Chelsea 1, Man United 0. I mean, I think we're just going to go through some stats on that game. So, and I want to talk about how, in my opinion, possession football might slowly fade away. Because obviously possession football is a sort of thing in the last 10, 15 years. I think it won't go back to what it used to be. Like possession matters a lot less, but I think possession might mean a little less in the next couple of seasons. Obviously, we haven't got great managers. I know on a slot and all them are good, but we ain't got Klopp, we haven't got Tuchel, we haven't got Mourinho, we haven't got Ancelotti in the league. So, and I think a lot of them like to play a bit of possession football. So, I think possession football will still be about, just not as much. And I can tell, obviously, I would definitely say we're the better side. United had 53% possession, we had 47% possession. And similar thing with the United and Palace game. City and Palace game. City had far more possession, but they didn't take their chances, so the possession didn't really matter. And then shots, we had 16, United had 7. Shots on target, I'd say, is quite even. We had 4, they had 3. Shots off target, we had 8, they had 4. We only got 1 card in the game, United got 6. We had 7 corners, United had 2. We probably could have done a bit more of the corners, admittedly. We done 10 fouls, they done 14, so that's 24 fouls. Anyone good at maths here?
I'm okay.
I mean, I passed it straight.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
What's 90 divided by 14?
90 divided by 14.
Yeah.
That's about.
I'll tell you the answer. 6.4.
Yeah, about just over 6, I would say. Yeah.
The answer is in the back of my head. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure 6.42. That's just rounded up because there's loads of 8, 5, 7. I'm not doing the rest of that. See, I'm good at maths. Done that on my head. Very intelligent. So that's basically every 6.4 minutes there was a card, which is quite crazy. And I think a lot more cards should have been handed out, to be honest. We was offside 3 times. They were offside twice. We had more XG. I think we had about 1.40 XG, and they had 0.91. And then head-to-heads, where I want to talk. Head-to-head, can I just say, former United player 2021, 28th of November, scored against us, Jadon Sancho. Now he's a blue. Used to be a red. Now he's a blue. Come on. Sancho scored against us.
Technically, still is a Man United player.
No, he's confirmed.
He's still at Man United, technically.
He's coming to Chelsea, actually.
No, but until that's permanent. So
until that is, he's at this current time, he's still technically a Man United player.
He's going to be a Chelsea player, so.
No, going to be, not is.
Yeah, going to be. Yeah,
that's going to be. It's not. He isn't at the moment.
He can't. He won't play. He's not playing another game for United. So he's a Chelsea.
But he still has a contract with them, though.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's going to go to Australia at the start of next season. So really, what's the difference?
Yeah, but you said he played he's a blue now, as in he currently plays for the club. That's not. He's here on loan, yeah, but what I'm saying is until it's official.
The thing is, weren't you the one that last time we did a preview kept going back on yourself? So to be honest, will you be saying he is a Chelsea player later?
Yeah, well, yes, you can say that.
Yeah, okay, so you are. But then you said he's not a Chelsea player.
Yeah, not now. No, not as of the 17th of May. No,
you just said he was.
No, later he will be. You
said he was a Chelsea player. Roll the clip back, editor. Roll the clip back.
No, okay.
No. You specifically said Joseph heard it.
No, just
Joseph heard it. My teddy bears over there heard it. My wall heard it. My deodorants heard it.
Bro,
we all heard what you said. You said, but yeah, but.
What I'm saying is, right?
No, yeah, but
right now he's still contracted at Man United.
Are you saying you was wrong because you said he was at Chelsea? You said he wasn't. Then you said he was. You're saying you're wrong.
He's on loan, yes.
You're wrong. All right, thank you. So you've admitted it, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
So but then it is also hard to have these conversations when obviously even though he's technically not a player now, he's not going to play any more games for United. They can't.
I'll
They
give you
can't
that.
recall him. They can't recall him. I don't think so.
I mean, they're not going to be able to.
If they
Yes,
could
I think
recall him, they would have
the
done it
clause
by now.
was 14th up. So yeah, they're not going to be able to recall him.
So they can't recall him. So he's a Chelsea player, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though by definition he's not really. I mean, he ain't playing another game for United, and he's wore a blue shirt. Like even though it's a loan with a mandatory option to buy. So technically, you're right. He is not a Chelsea player, but I mean, at the same time, he's not going to play another game for United. So in context, we can say the Chelsea player Jadon Sancho, and for example, Tuanzebe was on loan at
Ipswich.
Unless we pay the $5 million to send them back.
Let me talk. Tuanzebe was on loan at Villa. Do you think Villa fans would say?
I swear it's like Ipswich.
Well, he wasn't permanent, and they'd say, "Yeah, I'll play a Tuanzebe because at the moment it's their player." Really? So the Villa fans were being like, "No, he's not our player." In fact, they sung his name, and I know every single word and every single syllable of that song and nothing. So really, he is our player in terms of the fact that he's not going back to United and he's playing for us at the moment.
Yeah.
He's not a player. Anyway, right? I'll talk to you because obviously we had a conversation about the game. You didn't seem to impress. I mean, I wasn't particularly impressed, but I thought we had a little conversation after the game, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
No, I don't know if I was there. I definitely saw Joseph later on.
No, I know. I saw you. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you after the game. I remember.
No, I saw you before the game. Definitely. Before
You
the
saying
match, yeah.
that you had a feeling that you weren't going to be very impressed. I think it was something like that you were saying. We only had a brief conversation. Yeah. I mean, was
yeah, I was because I knew, right, that in my mind it was like this team is good enough to win quality wise, but I wasn't so sure like if mentality wise, like especially after a tough loss, it's like is that going to affect them? And that was my main concern.
Have you watched Man United much this season? No, I haven't because they're boring as. But mate, United have no mentality versus. Plus, we do have mentality. We're gaining mentality. We're a young squad. We are gaining mentality.
Yeah, but
we most likely have. You could definitely say have a higher mentality than Tottenham. United, and we have better players. And some of their good
but you can you can say this, but like you look at other teams that were in title races in the past, they drop points.
You said
they drop points to relegation level teams.
You weren't sure because of our. Well, first of all, United is 17th, 16th in the league. Second of all, right? You said about the mentality, and what I said was they have less mentality than us. If they had a bit of mentality about them, you think they'd be where they are? No, because they have no mentality. They don't know they have no clue. They played.
I did. Yeah, but I didn't say anything about United's mentality. I didn't say they have good mentality.
The issue will be mentality. And what I'm saying is, but they have worse mentality than us, and we have better players. So the mentality shouldn't have been an issue, really. Let's be honest. And obviously, mate, we have players that have decent mentalities. We're looking at Moises Caicedo. We're looking at Marc Cucurella. They don't lose very easily. They have mentality. Some of the young players are definitely gaining it, but we all have a level of mentality, mate. It's not Pochettino / Graham Potter / falling asleep era. Well, no, Pochettino played attacking football, and that, you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? mentality.
Yeah.
When we're playing in Manchester City, then obviously I know they're not doing great. All right, we'll just say Liverpool. Then I would completely agree with you. And I say what you're saying is actually really correct. But mate, United have no mentality at all, really. Look at that. I'm going to go through United players, and you tell me if they've got any mentality about them. And I think you won't be able to name me one. Bruno Fernandes, does he have good mentality? No.
This is a tough one, right? I'll give you. I'll explain why. Because I know that they've been they're currently in 14th, and they've obviously played poorly the whole season. But at the same time, right, he's also stepped up in the cup competitions that they went on to win. It's and as captain as well, he's in another European final. He's in the European final, won 2 cups already with them. Okay. So he's stepped up in those big games as well, right? When they were.
Okay, all right. All right. So you're saying that because they got the first point, and I'll go through all of it. So I'm not just going to go through one point, mate, because that wouldn't really be fair, really, because obviously. So you said about Europe, right? Are you aware of who they've played in Europe? If not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back since all.
Yeah, I know some of the teams.
I'm going to go back to the 16th of Feb, right? Actually, no, I'm going to go back before that. Why not? I'm going back. I'm not going to do the full season because I can't be bothered, right? Go through all of it, right? So we're going to go back from. We're just going to go back from Europe, their last group game, right? They beat Basel 2-0, right? And you don't really. Sociedad 1-1 draw. They've got better players than them. Sociedad probably have a better mentality. Yeah, United beat them 4-1 on the second leg. You got to realise they had a red card though. And then quarterfinal they played Lyon 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
And then 5-4 on the second leg with Lyon.
But also consider when the goals came in as well.
Considering Lyon had a red card, and if you realise that how much more the United players are worth, that is embarrassing. They beat Bilbao 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final, then 4-1. First leg, Bilbao got a red card, which is okay and all. And then, but they ain't got a great mentality in Europe. Let's be honest, and they haven't been in Champions League for a couple of seasons, so we can't fully suggest that. However, we can for sure say that. And then you said about he's been carrying them. So who would you say has had a better season, Bruno Fernandes or Cole Palmer?
I would say Palmer easily.
Palmer easily. All right. What about Bruno Fernandes and Enzo Fernandez?
And obviously GA, right? Obviously you have Bruno in there, but also Enzo isn't. Enzo isn't the captain of a team that was sat in 17th as well. So when you're sat in 17th and as the captain, I don't care how many goals you score, right? You need to be held accountable for that.
Who's going?
So Enzo.
We've got Enzo. So their best player. We talked about him. So yeah. So what you're saying? I'm very happy you said that. So for that, we're going to compare Bruno because he's had an okay season, but it's really not special. So, and also Bruno scored more penalties than Palmer before any of them give me that penalty little thing, that little penalty little like. Oh, but Palmer scored. Yeah, none of that. No
penalty merchant. Yeah.
That doesn't apply because Bruno Fernandes scored more penalty goals this season. So Paul, and we can get people, if you disagree with me in the comments, I'll put the non-penalty stats in there for you. So 24 goals in the Premier League out of 35. Out of 35 games, 24 goals, right? Would you like to know Bruno Fernandes?
Go ahead.
Well, I think Enzo Fernandez is first, right? Because obviously it's who we're comparing him to, right? So we've got to do that. So, and before I get into this, people, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for heated debates like this. right? So all right, so we're gonna go Enzo Fernandez's, right? So Enzo Fernandez has got 13 goal contributions in 35 games, right?
Okay.
And he's a lot more deeper. So that's one in that's. And I'm just going Premier League, right? That's on. That's almost. That's. Let me do. I need to do some maths here. 30. That's over one in every 3 games a goal contribution, right? We're gonna look at, and he's played very deep. And we also have Palmer, Jackson, and all these attacks in front of him, right? 13, right? Bruno Fernandes has 18 goal contributions this season in the Premier League. Right? Bear in mind, Enzo Fernandez has played less games, and if you don't count penalty goals, it's only 2 more than Enzo Fernandez, and he plays really deep.
But I've already said Enzo as well. Like, so you don't have to give me the stats. I already said Enzo has a better season.
Oh, Jacob's frozen. See if he's. Oh, there we are.
So, right, here we are. So, yeah, so, and then, right, we'll go through more with Man United players, and you're telling me they've got mentality. Amad Diallo, he's about 17, he's about 18, he's a young lad, he's not going to have much mentality about his game. Garnacho, Dorgood, no. Onana, no. If he had mentality, he would stop league. His mentality has gone like that from when he was playing in Italy. Heathen, he's a young lad. Hoyland's a young lad. And he ain't great, is he? Lenny Oro does to an extent, but he's a young lad as well. Kobe Mainu is so inconsistent. Zerky a little bit. Mason Mount doesn't, and he's literally. Mate, I'm just looking at a picture of him now. He looks exactly like Declan Rice. I never noticed that. Right. So, yeah.
Oh. Wow. Well, I mean, who do you think was like that before Jacob comes back? Like, who do you think was like an outstanding performer apart from Cucurella and Caicedo?
Not so many outstanding. By the way, I don't even want to speak about these stats. We might as well just say move on because we were speaking about about just seeing. I saw you and everything like after the match, so that was what we were speaking about before anything. But I will say, like Reece James, right? It wasn't an outstanding performance by any means, but at the same time, like defensively, I would say because Dorgu got so many chances, like because he had so much space to work with Dorgu. So like that was, I think you had to put it on Reece James, but also like that shot he hit off the post, like you must have thought that went in from the ground.
Yeah,
I thought that was in, and then I was like that, and then I didn't even hear it hit the post. And then when I saw that it gone like well wide, I was like, that has to have hit the post. There's no way that shot just went completely wide.
right. He's back.
There was
Right.
then there was that assist that he did. Oh, like that assist, right? Like, how does it? What is it called? The pirate, or is that how you say it?
I have no
They
idea.
have a
He
name
literally
for it
just
where
like
you spin
it's fun.
and-
It's funny that the player he spun was Garnacho as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
my
obviously we gathered you before I was right, and so United, so mate, and obviously now I want you
No,
to.
do you know what another reason that
No.
was as well? That why I
Steve,
said
could you go
the
through
mentality. No, do you know why I'll say that with the mentality thing, right? It's
Yeah,
because
but
every
then you,
time, right? If I ever am confident with this team, right, they screw it up somehow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm at the
Mate,
point
I've
where
just
I'm
showed you
starting to get
United's mentality.
PTSD and
Mate, do you want me to go through United's mentality again for you then?
no,
Right?
we don't.
No,
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 no.
no,
This
no.
isn't
Yeah,
about that.
if you're denying it, then I obviously need to go through the mentality because
I
you obviously
didn't say that they had. At what
no,
point did
yeah,
I
but
say that
yeah,
they
but we
had
have
good
more mentality
mentality?
than them. Look at these players. They have no mentality. Look at these United players. They
Yeah,
have no mentality.
yeah. And at what point did I say that they had mentality?
Yeah, but then you said we don't have. You said what might let us down is our mentality. When you haven't
Yeah,
even.
yeah,
Well, I've
yeah.
just showed
Because
you these
that's the
guys'
thing. Like, look at
mentality.
like. No,
Look at
no,
bro,
let me finish.
Bruno
Right. Look at the.
Fernandes, Amad
Well,
Diallo,
hold
Amad
on,
Ganacho,
hold on.
Jordi,
I haven't
Onana,
finished.
Hido,
I haven't finished. Right.
Ubin Martin,
I haven't finished.
Aiden
Hold on. I
Heaton,
haven't
Kevin
finished.
Quinn, Lenny Euro, Kobe Mason,
Hey,
Wazaki, Mason Mount. You're
let me ask you this question, right? Let me ask you this question, yeah. How many players on the Ipswich team has mentality?
Ipswich team.
Just
I'll get the
answer.
team.
Two.
Okay, but I'm not giving you a stupid answer, am I? Because I'm intelligent to an extent. Right. Have mentality.
I'd say probably two.
No, mate. They went from League One to the Championship. They've got a decent mentality about them. Just because their players aren't half as good. So I'd probably say most of them do. Even though some of them ain't good enough. You're telling me Leif Davis, who carried Ipswich from League One to the Premier League, you're telling me he hasn't got mentality. Sam Morsey has. He's been going there for years. He's captain the Egyptian side.
Those two, I'll allow.
Okay, cool.
Liam Delap to an extent.
I already had him in my mind.
And Ciso hasn't done anything to prove me otherwise. Calvin Phillips, maybe probably not because maybe I'm just leaving that as a maybe, right? Alex Palmer, I don't know much about him. I know he's a decent Championship little keeper. That's it. Jack Clark, definitely, in my opinion, 100%. Maybe he could have got Jaden Filigreen, yes. 2-1 yes, he's still been floating around. Schmodic, yes. George Hurst, probably yes. That's the thing, right? And you can't come at me, start talking this rubbish, and I ain't gonna correct it. You know what I mean? The mentality obviously wouldn't have been a problem because you haven't seen. Have you seen United's mentality?
Yeah, I didn't say anything about their mentality at any point.
So do you think mentality is a problem against Man United? Could be a problem against United?
Well, yeah, look at the previous fixtures that this team has
Then
played
what
against
was
United as well. Look at the previous times this team has played against United. 1-1 the draw at Old Trafford this season. Previous seasons, like last time when Palmer scored,
yeah, but that wasn't necessarily mentality. That one, and plus we're a different side to what we were when we played Old Trafford.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's also
mentality.
For me, it was a
would
lot
not
more.
Been an issue. Trust me, it would not have been an issue.
It was a lot more PTSD from previous.
It's not an issue, to be honest. It's not an issue.
Because this team,
I'm a little 13-year-old kid, and I can understand. It's not an issue, mate. Trust me. Against Liverpool, then yes, as I said, I would agree with that. Against a decent Manchester City side, then yes, but definitely United. That's the least of your concerns. That should be the least. Saeed TV, he even said the players have no mentality. I quote from him.
Okay, Jacob.
Rio Ferdinand said that. Jamie Redknapp said the exact same thing. Yeah, go on. Right. Who's saying that we need mentality? The mentality could be an issue against Man United. Tell me. Where's the names? Tell me.
Bro, at what point did I say that they had mentality? That's
the thing. I never. No, you said mentality could be an option, and I said could.
No, mentality could be an issue with this team, right? I didn't mention
an issue. It's United. That's exactly what you said.
Sorry.
Wait, someone's getting a.
I said with this team. It's got nothing to do with Man United.
You Who else did we play? Who did we play? Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Sheffield
No,
Wednesday.
the opposition, yes, but like I'm saying,
Yes,
the mentality.
and you
When I
said
was
mentality
stating
could
it,
be an
right,
issue against Man United when
right. When I
I've
was
just gone
sta-
through the players once.
when I was stating mentality issues, right,
Yeah,
that
but
had
that's
nothing to
against
do
Man
with United.
United. If you said in general that we might have a couple mentality issues, then you would be correct.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's not what you said, though.
Yes,
It's not
yes,
what you
it
said.
was.
It's not what you said.
I
It's not
said
what you
mentality
It's
could be an
not
issue
what
in
you
these
said.
games.
It's
It's,
not what
I,
you said.
I did not mention
Not
Man
true.
United or any other team.
That's not.
Come
Right.
on.
Mate,
Jacob,
what?
like what Siren is saying, I understand
No.
what he's
Like, he
saying.
doesn't need. No. Don't come out here. I'm saying it. I say it how it is. I'm saying it how it is.
No,
I'm
no,
not being
yeah,
funny.
yeah. I know you are, but I'm just trying to explain what he means.
Wait. So I have a witness that I'm right. I've got Jamie
No,
Randall.
no, Jacob.
Rio Ferdinand
No,
said the
Jacob.
exact same things as what I'm saying
Wait.
about
Jacob, can
United.
you let me speak?
So I've got I
Let me
said
speak.
3 football people that proper know their football,
Jacob,
right? And I've got Joseph who knows his football as well. So really, that's 4
Jacob.
people.
Some people on Sky Sports don't even know what they're talking about.
Rio Ferdinand.
You know
and
that,
Jamie
right?
Randall definitely do though. Yeah, but Rio Ferdinand definitely does, mate.
Right,
What-
yeah,
what-
but
what were you-
right,
I think he's a better pundit than footballer.
Right.
Potentially.
let me say this now.
No,
What
yeah, but-
what teams like do you think that when we played Brentford and I saw you after the game, you remember?
Yes.
This season?
Yep, I remember exactly.
I think that was a game where our mentality was tested.
Yeah, mate, it's been about.
Would you agree?
It's been about 10 games this season, probably more than that.
No, but the Brentford game especially, because do you know how bad our record is with them?
I'd say Brentford away was one of the worst one potentially.
No.
Maybe
The home
No,
one. The home one, because we were on a high at that point. We were on a high. People were saying, "Oh, Chelsea are in the title race." The rival fans were saying, "Oh, Chelsea are in the title race if they beat Brentford." That game was a mentality test. It's because of the
100%.
record. It's because of the
100%,
record we
I
had
can tell
against
you now,
Brentford.
Chelsea versus Man United. United is 16th in the league. Chelsea have far better players, far better mentality. I can ensure that was more
Yes,
mentality.
that is true. That is true. We have
Right,
better
so-
mentality.
right. So yeah, but he's just said it's going to be mentality could be an issue, and I've just gone through Man United players that have no mentality.
It's got nothing to do with
Exactly.
Man United.
I did
No,
not say
it does
anything
because
about-
he said it about Man United.
At no point did I
It
say
does.
Man United in that
It does.
sentence.
It does.
It's
It
got
does.
nothing.
No,
it-
yes, mate.
When you're
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
the mentality, when you're talking about the mentality of your own team, it's got nothing to do with the other team.
Wait, one second. I'm gonna be
Exactly.
Got
That's what I was
nothing.
saying.
It's got nothing to do with the other team. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, do you remember the Chelsea Brentford game earlier on in the season, right? So, and you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That game tested our mentality because you know how bad our record is with Brentford, don't you?
Yeah.
That's our second win against Brentford in the Premier League since they got up.
Yeah, it was.
Ever.
Yes.
Do you know how mad that is?
Yeah.
Every time we've either
There
drawn or lost.
was a meeting as well, which was when Chilwell got the winner in that game.
Chilwell scored and Mendy had that outstanding
I've had to
performance at
take
the
a
Decent
break,
Community
because
League.
you lot are chatting so much rubbish. It's actually going mental, mate. Well, where's my thing gone?
Right. What I was trying to say is that
No,
when
I
you're
was-
talking about the own mentality of your team, it's got nothing to do with the other team. Because if the other team is just doing what they want to do,
because if you don't have, because if the other team have worse mentality, then their mentality is worse than yours. So mentality for you won't be an issue. In fact, they'll play on your side. So actually, can you stop stating the facts?
So what if we like let's say on paper we have a better mentality, yeah. But
On
what if we
paper-
turned up on the day?
on
What if we
paper,
turned up on the day
On paper,
and it was true, at one point that we were worse,
right,
worse than Man
Right.
United in the first
Right.
half?
right.
You've got to be honest and say
No,
that's
no,
true.
I'm just sharing the screen of the Premier League. And by the way, people, if any United fans, this ain't me digging you. In fact, it's me digging people that just continue to chat absolute waffle. And Joseph normally talks well. Here's the league table, right? They're 16th. Look at, they've got world class players.
Yeah.
Minus 12
At what
goals.
point? At what
18
point?
losses.
You still not answer
18
this
losses.
question, right?
18
You
losses.
still not answer this
And you're
question.
saying,
Right.
and then we're fourth, 66 points.
Yeah, you've
four
not.
wins
Yeah.
and 5 losses.
Okay, cool.
And
Did
our
I
mentality
mention
is an issue
anything
against
about?
Man United. It's not though. It's just simply not.
Did I ever mention Man United
Yes, you did.
in that sentence?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't think we did.
I only said
You
the
don't
mentality
think.
of this team.
You
Full
don't
stop.
think.
Not United or anything.
I'm
Right.
pretty
This
sure we
team,
didn't.
full stop, could be an issue. Right. That's what I said.
All I heard was exactly what he said. All I heard was exactly what he said,
But that's not what he said.
and I've not had an issue.
Could we just move on to the actual game? By the way, like
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm done. Like this isn't even me admitted to defeat. It's like this is just never going to end. Like we're never going to be done. Just move on.
Yeah, I'm moving topics. I'm not talking about mentality anymore, so I can't be asked.
Yeah, but the reason why you're not talking about mentality is because you're wrong.
No. We've
No,
gone
no.
41 minutes,
Listen,
right? We've gone
Yeah,
for,
if you're saying
no.
outrageous stuff
We've
to
gone
me
for
and you can't-
41
well,
minutes.
you're
We've not
gonna
said,
move topic.
other than like
Debate
what
with me,
you
try-
said, right?
Try me.
We have not said anything about the match. Like we had
Yes, you
move
have.
on.
Well, it's a
Move on
Chelsea
for the
versus
actual
Man
game. No.
United review.
I'm not speaking
Who
about this anymore.
else are we playing? It's a Chelsea
I'm not
versus Man
answering
United
any
review.
questions you're gonna ask. Like
It's a
move on.
Chelsea versus Man United review.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not answering any question about mentality. I'm not answering anymore. We move on
You're
now.
answering. All right, you mean I was right then? What
No,
do you
I
mean?
didn't say that. I just said I'm not answering.
Yeah, but you said I
Move
was
on.
right earlier.
That doesn't. No, that
We're
doesn't mean
saying
right. Move
the
on.
argument is dead anymore.
Like we're
It's not dead.
never
It's
going
not
to
dead
end.
because if
This is never.
it's not
Sorry.
dead though. It's not dead. You can't.
No one has won.
Yes, I have.
Look.
I've won. I've got it on camera, mate. Hello, camera. I've got it on camera. I have won.
Did I?
No one.
Jesus
No one.
Christ.
Yes, I
Won.
have. I've won
No
the
one has
argument.
won the
But you're
argument.
still in denial.
Well, we've got someone. We've got someone here who's.
You're in denial. You're in denial. You're in denial.
No one's in denial.
Look at the facts. You're in denial. Yes, you are in denial.
Just move on.
I've made mistakes before.
not
I've
in
said on
denial.
Chelsea Fan TV. I've said stuff about Brentford that wasn't true.
Just
And I own
move
up to
on.
my mistakes. But you can't sit there in denial because I'm not being
Just
funny.
move on. Like
You're
I'm not answering any more questions.
You're in
I'm done.
denial. You're in denial. You're in denial.
No. No. I just said
Right,
I'm
not
not.
being
I'm not
funny.
speaking
I'm
about
We're
anything.
moving.
I'm not being funny.
We're
I think
moving
I'm a more
topics.
credible one considering.
By the way,
I keep
Joseph, right?
I've brung
Joseph,
stats. I've brung stats. More stats.
Joseph,
And you're the
right?
one that
Joseph,
says
yeah?
stats aren't important.
Yeah.
What about stats aren't important?
Joseph, right? What did you
No,
make
no.
of the
Stop,
match?
stop
I'm not-
changing the
like I
subject.
said,
Stop changing the subject. I've just proved the
yes,
fact.
we are, right? Yes, we are. Look, we've gone for 43 minutes right now. We're not spoken about anything. Yeah, we're moving on. I'm done. I'm
But
done
yeah, but
speaking.
you see, you're being but you see, because you can't win an argument, you started muting my mic.
No.
Yes,
that just-
and
that
I was
just-
raising
No, right?
I've done that.
This is never
I've
going
done
to
that
end.
because we're moving on.
This is never
Well,
going to end.
Yeah, but I'm going on this channel. I'm going on this channel
This
to
is not
speak a
going
bit
to
of
end.
facts
by
and
the
help
way.
out.
We
You're
can
making
literally
me
argue for
trying to
another 12
help
hours. No,
your channel.
you're not doing it.
helping me. This video, obviously, YouTube, you want to get numbers and that. You're making me. You're making your job of trying to get numbers harder, mate. Wait,
Just,
I'll give up. I'll give
We're
up.
done.
You're
Yeah,
denial.
give up.
we're done.
Give up.
You're in
We're
denial.
done.
You give up because you're the one that tried muting me, and because you were wrong, so you gave up. Actually,
Listen, yo,
even though I said I gave up, really,
Joseph, just
you
move
gave
on.
up.
Right, I'm moving on. I
Just
don't
move
care.
on.
Well
We're
done, well done, Jake. Well done, Jacob. You won, but you didn't.
It's not
By
about
the
winning.
way,
It's not a bet.
Jacob,
By the
right? You
end of
do
the
know,
game-
Jacob. By the way, you do know you spelled your name wrong, right? In on the studio.
Oh, he knows. He done that on purpose.
Yeah, I'd love to go along with that narrative, but that's completely my bad.
Just move on.
Right.
By the way.
All right.
Right. We're going to move on to a more calming subject, and that's our fan cams that we did.
Yeah, but if you can't show any outrageous stuff to me, then it's going to be the exact same thing, whatever topic we're talking about. So we
Just
can
do
move.
my fan cam first, by the way, please.
We
My
can
fan cam
move.
first. Get away
So,
with
yeah,
it.
so we're reacting to your fan cam, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Calm, right? And
Incoming another 50-minute rant about him saying something about me being wrong. I don't even care what you're gonna say at this point. Just move.
no. I don't. I'm not trying to upset you or anything.
No,
but
but no. Well, what I'm saying is like any slight thing that I want to change that I said, right? You're gonna go in on. So
no. Can I just say, right? Having opinions is normal,
yeah,
but then
go
You guys
ahead.
ready?
having an opinion, saying something that's incorrect.
Are you guys ready? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I really ain't. Nice little
Right.
intro.
Let's...
I've actually not watched this.
Hello,
back, by the
everyone,
way.
and welcome back to the world of football. I have Siren here. How are you, my friend?
I don't even know how to like. I'm speechless, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
Like it was a terrible performance. I also think Man United played really well because like
Can I just correct something?
we made them look good.
yeah, but not
Speechless,
only
we
that,
beat
like
United
I looked at some of their performances previously. I've not seen
1-0. We're being
like
happy, but
the way
speechless.
they were flying into tackles, trying to win the ball. I've not seen that from the like maybe they did that in some of the other games. I didn't see it, but from the games I've seen, that was the case.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I saw the lineup, the Man United lineup, I was literally with my cameraman here. It was such a strong lineup, wasn't it?
I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
And then Tottenham.
I
Dubes
couldn't
was the
believe
cameraman,
Amorim
by the
started
way.
Bruno Fernandes.
By the way, do you see
Yeah.
Tottenham's lineup in their game?
Yeah, like Siren
Well,
mentioned that again. Who was the Dubes was the cameraman.
Dubes was the cameraman.
I
like you
was-
mentioned.
I was
I
with
agree.
him in I was with him in Matthew Harding Lower.
No, yeah.
Get
Can I just say, I agree. I know you agreed with that as well. Obviously, as you
Yeah.
said in your fan cam. But yeah, you are right. It was a bit of a shock. We saw Paul Shep final. But to be fair, they did bring like youth players on and a couple youth players.
Yeah. They brought that heaven guy as well.
100% right. That's moved.
They rested like their entire team.
Yeah, I think that shows which team wants to win the Europa League final more. Tottenham, but
Not
Yeah.
I
really.
mean, watch how
Not
they still
really.
ball it. But yeah, I mean, did you see that the team that Tottenham put out against Villa? So rotated.
Yeah, but I don't.
So
I don't. But I don't personally believe that because there's still. Don't forget, there's still. Well, what? 5
Yeah,
days.
but
if Man United really cared,
There's still.
They
There's
had
still.
Man
like
United
Chelsea
really
as
cared.
well.
No, I could
If
understand why. Can I say right? I don't think it was outrageous. Like I could understand why you say that, but personally, what they're probably thinking is there's 5 days till the final.
You don't want to get any injuries. I can understand that. I'm just saying. You know?
I can understand what he's saying as well, but mate, to be fair, they probably don't want to finish 17th, so that's probably half the reason. I'm not.
but let's
I'm
be
not
honest, they were.
arguing.
But also,
they were
I will
losing
say,
anyway. They were losing
Can
anyway.
I say one more thing that I didn't say in this fan cam about that, which is
Yeah,
Amorim came out before the match saying that that the team needs to have a good balance and everything, good momentum going into the final.
Yeah.
That's what he
So
said.
so you know what? That actually
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense that you put a strong team out.
Yeah, no,
He said that before the match. I didn't actually mention it, but I will say that now.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
That
you're
first
right.
half was absolutely diabolical, wasn't it?
Yes, it was poor, but I think it was a combination of this team being poor and also Man United play out their skin. I think it was a combination of both. Yeah.
Agreed.
But second half, we started a bit slowly, but it was much better, wasn't it?
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess you could say we started. Mount had a chance that skied it. You know, They had a few.
He should have scored that, in my opinion.
No, he didn't score. Sorry, he put it wide. Yeah. Also, I will say, even though it was poor performances, there was like 2 moments in the first half where it came so close to being 1-0, and also there was a penalty.
They scored an offside goal, and well, the penalty shout. I will be honest. Yeah. Well, wait. Hang on. Are you talking about the Tyree George one or the handball?
Handball.
Yeah.
Pause this real quick.
Oh,
alright?
pause it.
Before you get to my verdict, Jacob, which you will see in the fan cam, what did you think of the penalty, the handball decision? Sorry. So I'm just gonna.
I don't know, mate. Yeah, I guess it was
So
the right
I'm
decision.
gonna. I'm gonna.
And plus, mate, I'm not like out to get you, but if you say something incorrect, I'm gonna correct it. And if you don't like that, mate, then
No, that's fine. But I just want to
But
ask
that's
you,
the
like,
thing.
before you
But
say it.
obviously,
before
I'm
you
not.
say
Here
it.
to, I just want you to know, yeah, I ain't here to catch you out. But however, if you
No,
say
I
something
understand.
incorrect, and it works the same with anyone, because I believe I make myself look stupid, and I've said this, so I've said it to you as well. I'm not going to sit here agreeing with something that isn't correct, because then I make myself.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like.
That's the thing.
No, I'm just asking about your. I didn't say anything about if I was right or anything.
Yeah, but I
just
just wanted to clarify, because I don't want it to seem like I'm being horrible or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not really sure.
It's because I've not heard what you thought about it, so I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
know
I'm
what
not-
you think
yeah,
about
I'm
it
not-
before.
I'm not sure. I guess it's the right decision. I don't know.
Because
really
like
sure.
from what I saw, you'll see it in the fan cam as well. Like his arm was slightly extended as well. Like
Oh, you're talking about the Palace game?
no,
Oh, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. You know the Palace decision? I was like, oh, that was. Let's be honest, mate. That keeper should have got a yellow card, or sent off. So, yeah. No, but yeah, I'm not 100%. Oh, Cian's gone.
No, he'll be back in a sec.
oh sorry, yeah, I had a few camera issues.
Absolutely, that's fine.
That
Yo,
should be back
Yo,
now. Yeah, we're good.
Can I just, don't go without me. I made a slushy earlier, and I said in the live stream that I'll show you when it's done. And it should be done. I said it in the live stream. I'll be back.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Jacob's fan cam because I wasn't there when it happened.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, that
I was
was
there,
when I don't know if you watch. Yeah, you haven't watched any of the Chelsea Fan TV fan cams yet, have you?
I've watched Charlie. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen.
Okay, the one with
Oh no, and
The
also
one
Matt Dabb where everyone was like chanting about going to
yeah.
the Welsh Slab.
During that one, me and Jacob were behind the camera doing our one.
I was I also saw.
So we were literally filming. We were literally filming during that Cucurella chant that they did.
Well, we're gonna see it in the fan cam as well, right? Because
Yeah. We are.
Also, there was
Yeah.
an incident.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
There was also.
It's not icy
I
yet.
don't remember which one it was. I think it could have been Alex himself, right? In the fan cam.
Done tomorrow.
I was. You can see me walking through the background in one of them.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I
And I
know
remember
because I walked
that.
in the background. I just don't remember which one it was.
Yeah. Right. Let's continue.
I mean, you know what? Both of them weren't pens. I'll be honest, both of them weren't. Yeah, Tyree George one definitely wasn't. He was looking for that contact.
Yeah,
definitely.
agreed.
I was watching the pub, right?
Yeah, but if you look for
One of them had his
contact,
arm out
even
like
if you
this.
take somebody out, it's
No, I know
still
he
a
touched
pen.
it, but by the letter of the law, like if you have your hand out, like unnatural position, like that's
That was the one where I was
I'm not
like, I need
blaming
to see the
ref
full
because,
replay.
because that's like when you're making excuses like that, like you're basically.
We're going to sound like Arsenal fans when we're doing that.
Yeah. And also, but the other one I was going to say was Reece James hit the post like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That shot was outrageous.
yeah, and also I don't know.
The
who
Reece
else
James
there was, there was also. A
Can I
player
just
that was
interrupt?
delayed as well, that, yeah, right
Nothing-
before half
This
time.
ain't. This is nothing to do with football, right? You should the mics because it's quite a small mic. It's too far away. If you put the mic a bit closer, you won't be able to hear the wind so much
Oh yeah.
because
Thanks.
that's
We'll know for next
Dubes
time.
did it. Dubes did it, and I didn't comment on it, but I should have. If because you can hear the wind and that a lot. If you put the mic a bit
Yeah.
closer, then yeah. Or you move or sit or you just move a step forward. So that's
Yeah.
it.
The second half, like there wasn't really many chances, but I think, but for the goal, right? The assist from Reece James.
No, obviously
We
it
need to
will
see about
improve
that.
as it goes on. But
Like, how does
at least
he,
we got a mic.
Like, how does he find a way to make us to spin with the ball and then cross? Like, I mean, and then Cucurella headed it in. That was brilliant as well. And then Madueke came missed the chance afterwards. And then after that, it was basically, just seeing the game out. At that
We
point.
can't be relying on Cucurella to score our goals every game. We can't be relying on him. He can chip in with a few goals here and there, but
No, but-
our attackers
No,
need
I
to
look
fix
at it-
up.
I look at it this way, right? Obviously, we're not in the title race this
Like when I said about Cucurella, like I get he's like chipping in with goals, but you
Yeah.
know he's our top goal scorer in 2025.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
that's
I-
outrageous.
Look, like
Yeah.
no, I do. Don't forget Jackson was injured for a bit and that, but
Yeah,
everyone
but
had
still you've got
Jackson.
Palmer, you've got Madueke, you've got
Oh, yeah,
Sancho,
Neto,
you've got Neto. It's
Everyone's
bad.
amazing.
It looks bad on our attackers. I'll tell you that now.
I don't think it's. I think you could have expanded and added some stats in there, but that it's definitely. It's not. Yeah, but you're not fully wrong by any means.
I just wanted to say
Just
that.
wait until you hear what I'm about
But
to say in
when you're in
response
a
to that. By
title
the way.
race, everyone has to step up. And so it's good that he's doing the job of stepping up himself because everyone has to do it. Like sometimes, some games you need Cucurella to step up, like in a game like this, for example. But you can't keep relying on it every week. And I will say, fair play to some of the I feel like every week nowadays,
don't
there's a
rely on
different player
Cucurella.
stepping up.
Score every
You
week.
look at obviously Tottenham, it was Enzo stepped up that game as well, right? Because he scored the 1-0, right? Then obviously Sancho stepped. Well, I say he stepped up. It was in a 2-2 draw, so doesn't really mean
It's
anything.
Ipswich.
Yeah. Then it was after that it was Jackson stepped up against Everton, and then
Palmer
But then
against
he fucked himself over by getting sent off against
Yeah.
Newcastle. Stupid.
I also forgot to mention Neto
yeah, so-
Neto
that's what
against
I
the
was saying,
Fulham as
in
well.
the summer, you need to buy
By the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
experience.
Are you
Yeah.
a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say about tonight.
Hold,
Really?
just hold on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, overall, disappointing performance.
Yeah, this guy's a Chelsea fan, and we had another guy on who's a Man United
But,
fan, which I'll show you in a
Like,
sec.
you
Yeah.
need to win when you play bad. So that's what we've done today, and I'm grateful for that.
What channel is this?
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually didn't even tell him the channel in the end. I forgot.
Right. Well, who do you think was your man of the match? I think it's a unanimous decision, don't you think?
I mean, like when you play this poorly, it has to be the man that got the goal, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I will change that to Caicedo,
Yeah.
by the way.
Player of our season.
Hey, Suan, thank you very much for coming on.
No, I think Cucurella was. At the end of the day, he got
No, but he got the winning goal. That was what I thought at the time. But having another look at it, I didn't watch the whole game. I didn't watch the game back, but
you can't.
Caicedo was everywhere as well. I would think.
Why did you
Right,
put
Jake.
Martin? Oh, you didn't. So you don't worry.
Right, Jacob, should we go on to yours now?
Well, we actually reacted to all of them.
Yeah.
We just,
Well, the
ju-
ones
ju-
that
just
were.
those
Yeah.
Just those two.
Can we do a quiz or something else? Because
Yeah, we should also do the one that you're in as well.
No.
That you did on your own.
we don't need to react to any more fan cams.
No,
Why not?
because Jacob's fan cam was the only one I wasn't there for. So
Yeah, but
Right.
no, I don't want to. Let's not react to them.
No,
not?
we'll react to Jacobs and that's it.
Oh, yeah, we can't. It's a bit long. Should we not? Let's just do a quiz instead. I
It's
don't
only
know.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
no, it was shorter than the one I did.
No, it's not.
Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Look
it is.
at it.
All right,
Yeah,
my bad.
right. It's because of the stoppages that I did, like that we kept talking. So, like, just watch it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the world of football. We've got Jacob here for the first fan cam. How you doing, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, my voice has gone after that.
No, come on!
Bro,
Stop, bro.
bro, we never make it easy for ourselves, do we? I mean, what do you think of the game, mate?
Mate, we done the job done.
I don't know what stance I'm doing here, but yeah.
I think Craig will win this game. But, mate, it's fantastic. You know what? I thought we were quite good. I thought keep distribution was terrible. But, mate, 1-0 in it. What are they saying now? Hey, come chat to me, United. Come chat to me. You can't say.
In a bit, you'll see Steve going to Alex's fan.
Mate, we're going to win the Conference League, mate. We're going to be the first team in Europe to win every single European competition.
Is that Joey United?
Have Man United done that? No. Yeah?
No, he had a boxing fight.
We're the biggest team in
Wait,
Europe.
I swear I was Joey United.
European competition.
And Man United have a...
No, Jacob, he had a boxing fight.
I
Yeah,
swear
he had
I
a
saw
boxing fight. No,
And Man
he had
United have a
boxing
flipping chant. It's like, we've seen it all. We've won it all. Are you really going to do that? Excuse me, you haven't won the Conference
Have
League
you
yet.
seen? Yeah, we've seen Conference League, exactly.
Bro, when we win the Conference League, well, do you know what we'll be singing? We'll be singing, we've seen it all.
Yeah,
We've won it all. We're Chelsea FC and we're never going to stop. Right, go on.
But you know what, mate? 1-0, yeah, come on. I made money from fanzines, made decent bit of money today, yeah? Yeah, no.
You really needed to mention that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Neighbours, how you doing? You alright, my neighbour? Obviously, you're all from London. Hello, neighbour. Saw my neighbour down the road today. Hello, neighbours. What's up, bro? What's happening? Come give it large to us tomorrow.
This bit he just waffled.
Yeah, of course not.
Mate, the thing is,
Hey, they've just said you're famous, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
mate, you
That's
waffle
gotta
more
be
than I
first.
do.
Yeah.
I'd rather
But
waffle
no,
than
yeah,
say incorrect stuff.
You know,
It's not
I don't
waffling.
think we played great overall, but we won, and that's what matters, you know. Obviously, we're here for 3 points. Do you know what, then? I just think all United fans need to stay humble. Stay humble.
Stay humble, United
Biggest
fans.
team in England. I'm not saying.
And that's why that's the title.
Admit honestly, but Liverpool, Man United are not the biggest team in England. Quit that. Oh, we're going to be a bigger company than you. First team in Europe to win every single European trophy. Even Real Madrid haven't done that. Have Barcelona done that? No. Juventus haven't done that. Bayern Munich. Mönchengladbach, I don't know. Dortmund. Name me any team.
Yeah, buy Leverkusen if you want to throw them in there. But, yeah.
Hey, nothing.
Like, genuinely, like, what did you make of that first half?
So bad.
Bro, I couldn't believe what I was seeing from Chelsea. Like, we were letting Man United play. Every time Chelsea come up against Man United, we just let them play. Like,
Mate.
I don't know.
Mate,
I don't know how to
actually,
describe
mate,
it.
Oh,
Mason
mate,
Mount.
can I
We
stop
said
there?
no. We said no. You got violated
Hold
by
on,
Enzo
stop there.
Fernandez.
And bro, I never thought I was that fat. I gained.
Let's continue.
No, I gained a lot of weight.
Mason Mount, chat to me. And by the way, mate, from Portsmouth.
He done
By the way,
fuck
by the
all.
way, mate, Southampton's better than Portsmouth. He's from Portsmouth, yeah. I don't hear him. Mason Mount, big money, mate.
You'll see
Mate,
Steve in
big
a
money,
sec.
Mason, he does nothing. All that money's on, mate. We give.
Oh, there he is.
We give.
There he is.
Less money.
I
He's
see
on
him, yeah.
similar wages to Wayne. It's both embarrassing. He's on more money than. He's on way more money than Cole Palmer.
Oh mate.
Big Steve is right there. Yeah. Anyway, better second half, definitely. What would you say? We started. It's fucking massive. Cucurella. East Australia. That's fucking massive. Cucurella. Australia. That's fucking massive. Cucurella.
Australia, he drinks Australia.
Fucking
Best
massive.
left back in the world. Yeah, Chadsman. Who has to chat?
Yeah, where's Alphonso Davies? Where's Alphonso Davies? Yeah, exactly. Who is that? The cameraman's getting in on it. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
can we
best
also
left
see the
back in the
comment
world.
section
I'm
of
just
these
saying.
videos?
But I
as
just
well?
say, I
We
think we
can't
both
keep
need to
relying on
stay
him to score our
humble.
goals. I'm just saying that now. We cannot. Our
I
attackers.
think it's quite ironic.
Go on. And Leicester.
Wait, I've got to go.
Oh, victory. Oh, what
No,
a fan
I-
cam!
I-
mate.
I'm just-
That's
I'm
easy.
just-
That's easily the best. That's easily the best fan cam of the lot.
Yeah, I just want to see like what these.
I don't
what
think there's
people
any comments yet. There's no comments yet.
on any of
There's
them.
been
no.
3 views. So there's been 3 views.
Right, I'll make.
Right.
I'll make
Let's see. There's one on. I Dubes. I don't think he has a comment. No, he has 1 view. Wait, I probably did 2 now because I clicked on it. You then got this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
fella, Kieran and Wayne. They have
Kieran
zero
and
comments
Wayne.
again. Yeah. I was at, by the way, I was the cameraman for this one, Dubes, and also Joseph himself.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Like, you should have seen the ending to the one you did as well. I don't know if you cut that out. The one where I said
No.
where I said Man United, give us 2 more days.
Oh yeah,
Give
yeah.
us two more days. I don't know if you cut that out.
No, I didn't. I left it in.
Yeah, that would have. That would have been some. That was another reason. That was the main reason why I asked if we can react to yours as well, because that part at the very end was just. It could be
Yeah.
iconic, basically. Yeah.
Definitely.
it was not.
Wow. What a game.
Yo, can I
Three
just show
big
you?
3 points.
Yo, I
Big,
just wanna
big
show-
3 points for
can I
Chelsea,
just
wasn't
show you
it?
a picture of Joseph and Nina.
Oh. Do you have to?
I'm not saying anything more. Do you want me to say what you said earlier?
I think it's best we keep that off camera.
Why? Get on your hands and knees and beg. I won't do it. I'm joking.
Oi.
Yeah,
Oi.
no, don't do that. That was a joke.
That is mad.
I also
Yeah,
have
don't do that.
another good one. I also have another good one. And do you know who sent me that?
Who?
The cameraman.
I know he did.
Yeah. He's a top G
But I
anyway.
Kenzie, man.
And also, he did. Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
saying.
check out. I want to see what Dubes has said on his TikTok. By the way.
All right. So, should we end the video here, or
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We've got to end it here.
because I don't
Yep.
know rules.
Perfect.
We can't
Yeah,
have
I
another-
mean, yeah, we're gonna round it out there. Thank you very much to Jacob and Simon for joining me. I mean, it's been a pleasure to have you guys on. I mean, we always have arguments, but
I'm very
that's
happy
part
to
of
have been on
that's
as
part
well.
of
Yeah.
making content, isn't it? That's part of
Yeah,
making
so-
content, isn't it?
This-
So,
We
this
talk
won't
about
happen.
football. We debate about football.
All I'm gonna
So
say
what's-
is this ain't happening again.
So what's the schedule coming up for you then? In terms of streams. Sorry.
What the schedule? Oh, okay. So Premier League. Oh,
If you're watching it,
live stream. Yeah, live stream. We've got Arsenal versus Newcastle. I don't know when this video will be out. It will probably be out tomorrow morning. So maybe later on there'll be the live stream, or this will be out maybe midnight tonight. You never know, because it is basically an hour gone for the video. It will take a long time to export. So Arsenal versus Newcastle, live stream starting from 4:15 p.m. Make sure you're there. Next one will be
Europa League final
we've
or
got-
City against Bournemouth.
yes. Well, there'll be like the reactions of like the shorts and everything, obviously. So I will be doing those. And there's no live stream for Brighton Liverpool, no live stream for Palace Wolves or Man City Bournemouth, but there will be one for
For the Europa League
the
final.
next Europa League final, Tottenham versus Manchester United. So that
And then, of
at the
course,
moment,
and then-
that's the schedule.
yeah, and then of course there's the next weekend where you got the previews and everything. The live stream
Yeah.
for the 4 o'clock games. That live stream for the 4 o'clock, it's not just going to be this one fixture, right? Sorry.
Oh no. I will say this now. There's no live stream for that. I'm not available
Oh,
at the
yeah.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No live
unfortunately
stream, right?
not.
No.
Right, yo, let's end this here.
Yeah,
right? And then
That would have been
Yeah,
because
we're
that would have been a
Oh,
crazy
no,
one to do for 10 games as well.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
right. We're ending it here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out Jacob. Steven, thank you very much for joining me as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the live stream for Arsenal versus Newcastle. See you guys then.
Yep.